So I'm in a unique position to be able to look at how society alters a person's way of thinking. And I will say that it's really fear that controls us. That's what it is. So even when it comes to imposter syndrome or stepping out of your comfort zone, all of that, it's the fear that really confines us. So the whole point that I'm trying to make about last night when we went to this fair, my kids went on rides, and the little one went on this ride where it spins and it spins in its own kind of axis, and it also spins completely around, right? Like, so she went on the ride with her dad and her middle sister. And I could see like she looked weird sitting on this ride. And when she got off, she said to me, "That was so boring." and and I was like, what? Because like to us, that's fun, a fun ride, right? Well, then she went on a ride with her sister, by them, just the two of them, and they were flying. Like it's like you lay on your stomach, but the constraints don't touch you. So you feel like there's nothing preventing you from falling. Well, she was like laying and stretching her arms out, and she said, "Oh, I feel like Superman." But her sister was like, "Oh my gosh, I was so afraid because I could feel that nothing was holding me or preventing me from falling." So to me, there's 7 years from between the two of them. But it's amazing to see how fear has changed my middle daughter's thinking, because
Yeah,
she was more of a daredevil when she was younger, and now the little one is really the daredevil. But she's on a whole other plane all by herself because she was diving from a couch but when she was 18 months old. Like, that's her, that's who she is. Always say I always think like she should have been a boy. um and isn't that funny to think that, because boys, the only thing that's different is anatomy. Like, why do we think that boys are a certain way and girls are a certain way? I have three girls, and yeah, like they're all different, but my little one is really something else.
Leanne, you were nodding vigorously.
Yeah, I just want to speak to that and get the whole the mindset of fear. It's
Mm.
it's absolutely the key. It really is, because then that's exactly what when I'm doing my workshops, I'm trying to kind of put out there. I'll tell you, I've taught children and I've taught adults art,
Mm.
and I've figured out I don't really like to teach children art because they already get it. Okay, so they can do
Mhm.
abstract like nobody's business. They do crazy stuff on the paper, okay, and they just
Yeah.
attack that canvas with no fear up until everyone you're all right on the mark, right? It's like right around 5 to 7, you start getting, okay, I got to make trees green. I've got to make something I
Mhm.
can identify. Abstract art falls away right around 5. It's very, very interesting. It's
Mm.
very hard. And what I have behind me is not so much abstract, but abstract is like what I do mostly. And you can see I've put gears and weird things in the background here, which is sort of like the abstract background with something tangible,
Mhm.
whole different story. But all that to say, I love teaching adults much more because of that very thing, Lynette, getting back to um, changing their mindset and helping them unlearn. That is my whole stick. I'm like, I help people unadult
Mm.
because it is so important to tap into that
Yeah.
um, lost creativity, which also means inhibition, getting
Yeah.
rid of that fear and daring to do something absolutely nuts to your canvas. You know, in fact, I sometimes really mess with people. Like I'll dare them to do the weirdest thing with their canvas. You know what I mean? And they think they're ruining it. And 9 times out of 10, it actually makes it better because it's just so wild. and weird things happen to them. They start like getting all into it. So these people who come in rigidly into this thing, like, look, I've got meetings to go to. Can we make this quick because I don't have time for art?